Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel VaaSaM. I am Madhu and today we're going to be looking at interest. So, the points we'll be looking today. What is a loan? What is interest? What is interest rate? What is principal amount? What is time? How to solve interest? And these words may be confusing to you right now, but we'll learn it soon. Okay, so first, what is a loan? Yes, a loan is a four-letter word, but what is its exact meaning? A loan is where people borrow money from the bank to buy something they cannot afford yet. So it's basically you going to the bank, borrowing money to buy something which you don't have money for. So, for example, you're going to a shop and you see a packet of markers you really love and they're $2. You don't have to go running to the bank and saying, I need a $2 loan. No, that's not how loan works. You can save up $2 in a week or two, but it'll take a while for you to save up millions of dollars. Maybe let's say $2 million. It's going to take you weeks and weeks to save up that much money. So that's when the bank comes in for help. You go to the bank, you get a loan for $2 million, and you'll have to pay back the money eventually. It's not like the bank gives you money for free. It's like it's donating you. No. You have to pay back the money as soon as possible. So there are the situations you might need to get a loan is when you're buying a car or when you're buying a house. And there's much more things I can't think of one right now, but there's much more. So what is interest? Okay. Interest is the extra money you have to pay when you are borrowing money from the bank. Interest can be different for everyone depending on how long they take to repay the money and how much money they borrow. So, right now what I'm going to say is going to be a little confusing, but you'll understand. So, you're going to pay money to the bank for borrowing money from them. Okay, I'll leave it till there for now. You're going to pay money in order to borrow money, and eventually you'll pay back the money you borrowed. So yeah, that's simple. Simple as that. You borrow money. Oh, no. You give money in order to borrow money. That's simple, right? And interest won't be a fixed amount. Like, it's the extra money you have to pay when you are borrowing money from the bank. It's like the money you have to give in order to borrow money, more money. So you don't give this is not how it works. You can't go to the bank and say, I'll give you $5 and you give me $10,000 in return. No. This is what actually happens. You pay the interest when you are actually going to pay back the bank the money you borrowed. Say for example, I borrowed $10,000. I don't go to the bank and say, how much money should I give you in order to get $10,000? I don't ask that. I ask for a $10,000 loan, and then when I'm paying back the $10,000 loan, I will pay the interest with me. So the interest can be anything. And I'll tell you why it differs and why it can be different. First of all, the total amount you'll have to pay back the bank would be the money you borrowed and your interest, the extra money. So why it depends for each person. Why is interest different? Why can't it be equal? Because if someone borrows $10,000 and another person not dollars, borrows $50,000, and then the person who borrowed $50,000 has borrowed $40,000 extra. So they're not equal. So it wouldn't be fair to say that you have to give me this much interest and you also have to give me this much interest. It won't be fair for the person who's only borrowing $10,000. And it'll be really, really helpful for the person who's borrowing $50,000 and I only get to give this much money. Easy as that. So that's why. So it's complicated, not complicated. So you don't just give money first. You give it when you're paying back the money you borrowed. You're giving it basically at the end. Done. It can also differ on how long it takes you to pay back. A person might get $10,000 and another person also might get $10,000. But one person might get It might take them 5 years to pay. It might take another person 30 years to pay. So that's why interest is not a fixed amount. It can vary. Now, what is interest rate? Interest rate is a percentage which will help you find out how much interest you should pay. They will always give you in percentage to find your interest. Example, 7%, 5%, and 6%. So interest rate basically is a percentage which will help you find out how much interest you should pay, the extra money you should pay. Now, what is principal amount? Principal amount is the basic thing. If you want to get your interest rate, then you have to go with your principal amount because it is the exact money you borrow from the bank. So only if you borrow money from the bank, you get an interest rate, and all those things. If you don't even borrow money, you wouldn't need interest or interest rate, would you? No. So that's why. So the principal amount is the exact money you borrow. So I borrowed 10,000 in our case, right? So my principal amount is 10,000. Without adding the interest, the only amount I borrowed is the principal amount. That's what it's called. That's its name. You can say that. So now, what is time? Yes, time is something that you look from your watch or a clock or from your laptop or device. But what is it in this situation? It is also something to do with time passing, or years, or months. We'll see why it works out for now. How long it takes you to repay the loan. So, how long it's taking you to repay the loan. You know, in our first example, it might take someone to pay back their loan for it might take them 5 years, it might take another person 30 years, another person 4 years, and another person nearly 20 years. So the 20 years, the 30 years, the 5 years, and all those years is the time in this topic over here. And also, another hint, a year is also called annum. And you'll know why I put this definition now, because you'll know why in the next slide. Moving on. Okay, so let's solve a problem. We're going to see how to find interest. So we're going to solve this problem over here together. Mia wants to buy her dream house. She doesn't have enough money to buy her dream house. She gets a loan of $10,000 from the bank. The bank charges Mia an interest rate of 2% per annum. The thing I said before. Mia takes 4 years to pay back the money. What is the total amount she should pay to the bank? Okay, so first let's understand the whole question. Mia is going to buy her dream house. She really wants to buy her dream house. It's been her dream house for ages and ages, and she wants to buy it before someone else buys it. So she doesn't exactly have enough money to buy the dream house. So she goes to the bank and she asks for $10,000. The bank says, "Okay, Mia, I'll give you $10,000, but you will have to give me an interest of 2% per annum, which is per year. Each year you take, you have to give me 2%." So Mia takes the deal. She says, "Yeah, sure, I'll do whatever to get my dream house." And she borrows her 10,000. She's happily living in her house, and it takes her 4 years to pay back the money. So now, what is the total amount she should pay to the bank? Let's say Mia doesn't know how to do calculation. We're gonna help her out. So let's move on. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you 2 formulas that you need. And I'm not going to tell you what they mean just yet. I'm going to tell you after telling what the formula is. So, I equal to P times R times T. TA equal to I plus P. Now, I'm just going to tell you TA. TA is the total amount. Now, the others, we're going to look right here. Interest, which is for I, is the extra money you have to pay. Do we know what our interest is in Mia's situation? No, we don't. So that's a question mark. Now, the R, the R is the interest rate, which is our percentage. And do we know our percentage in Mia's situation? Yes, we do. It's 2%. Now, our P, it is the principal amount, the money you borrowed. And Mia borrowed $10,000. Now, there's still T left. What is T? You guessed it. It's time. Time taken to return money. And it took Mia 4 years. So everything's in the formula is covered. Except for TA, I haven't put it here, but I'm telling you it's total amount. Okay, so the first step says interest is equal to principal amount times interest rate times time. Yeah, look, that's funny. Times time. Yeah. So you're going to multiply the interest rate, the principal amount, and the time to get your interest. So first, let's put the P, R, and T to its right positions, what they actually are. So I is equal to 10,000, which is our principal amount, times 2%, which is our interest rate, times 4, which is our time. So let's first change the 2% into decimal, which is 0.02. So to find interest, we'll have to do 10,000 times 0.02 times 4, which is 800. So our interest is 800. So now, moving on to the next formula, it says TA equal to I plus P. It looks really confusing, but you just learned what all these things are. TA is the total amount, and the I is the interest, and the P is principal amount. And you know what they all mean, and you know what they are. So this is like easy peasy lemon squeezy. So our interest is 800 and our principal amount is $10,000. So now our total amount would be $10,000, 800. Well, no. $10,800. There we go. So now that's why everyone's interest can really be different. Sometimes you might get an interest of $1,000 and sometimes you might get $500. Or that's why you don't give your interest in the beginning, because it might have taken you 4 years to pay back, and that would have been a lucky guess, and you would have given $800. Or it would have taken you 3 years to pay back, and $800 would be much for 3 years. Or it would have taken you 30 years to pay back the money, and $800 is very cheap. So that's why you pay it at the end. So therefore, Mia will have to pay the bank $10,800. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. I will see you in our next video. Bye bye!